Hello buddy, welcome back to another episode of Just That I Am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Just like I said last episode, we're gonna be doing ffXIV to start off this beautiful little thing. Yes. To start off this beautiful little episode. Alright, Nidhogg. This is a pretty complicated fight, in all honesty. I will once again do my best to explain stuffs. Oh. So, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but suddenly we were missing a healer. Did not even notice that. Let me go and ready check again. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum. Ba-da-ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-dee. Ba-da-ba-doo. Alright, so let's try it again, shall we? It do be like that. Alright, now we're good to go. We go ready check again, because I'm addicted to doing ready checks. And then we will just go for it, and we'll see how it goes. Because there are some people who do not really know what they're doing. I don't know how many people there are. All I know is that that half of the party is people that I know and that know this fight very well. Right. So, good old Nidhogg. This guy does a cleave in front of him, the Scarlet Whisper, which hits, I would say, relatively hard. It's like the equivalent of a tank buster in the beginning part of this fight. It of course doesn't have any like indication either, so it's just take it. I just use Rampart in the beginning to help a little bit with that, since it is the one that lasts longer. When he flies into the air, he's going to make puddles appear underneath you, and the markers are going to be little AoEs that are going to drop on top of you. So try not to stack them up while avoiding Nidhogg's dash. You will do that again. Basically, getting hit by any of these AoEs and the dash will kill you. Guaranteed. Alright, I am the main tank. I haven't done this fight in quite some time, so you will have to excuse me for that one. If I do anything a little bit stupid. Let me just go and do this. I'll take this guy. So when it comes to this particular part, there's going to be two adds, or like three technically. The Shadow Dragon is just going to shoot random people, give them damage down. Then when it comes to the tanks, they both need to take either the Brabuniac or the Phalak. Once one of them is done, you do a swap with the other one, because you do get a vulnerability to either physical or magical. And basically getting hit with a tank buster when you have two of those stacks is a very high chance of death. It also cleaves, this attack. Like both of their attacks also cleave. And then the Shadow Dragon shoots fireballs at random people. And then also does a claw attack. When he does this, when everybody has vulnerability down, basically any of his attacks will be a one-shot. So you have to avoid them. Unless if you're a tank. I don't know that much what happens if you get hit by a tank, because I haven't gotten hit by that in a while. But whatever. Anyway, that's a pretty solid first phase. Even though the first phase is, in all honesty, the easy phase of this fight. So this fight is quite a challenge. Right. So, in the second phase, I am pretty dang sure that this guy cleaves, if I recall correctly. I think it is this attack up here, Dragon Lance will probably cleave. I do not remember. since it has been so long. With this one, the people should drop their puddles in the edge somewhere. One person is going to get tethered with one of these adds, or like one of these little things. The off-tank grabs the tether, uses the cooldown, and takes the hit to the face. Then we have Alamorn, which is the tank buster in this phase. And then we have this over here. The off-tank swaps at you because whenever you have a blue buff, any damage you take will heal Nidhogg's Fang. And the red ones, any damage you take will damage their nail. So the people with the red tethers need to take the balls, and the people with the blue tethers need to be away. When it comes to the stack marker, the people with the red... Oh fuck. Nope. People with the red tethers need to take that damage. And then at some point we're gonna swap again. I'm gonna have to main tank again because Aoi got the blue tether. All I can hope is that people know the mechanic, but yeah, we're dead. We are unfortunately dead. The reason being is because not enough people took damage to kill the Nidhogg squad, so... This is a part that fucks up a lot of people, I would say. That particular thing is something that really, really screws with people most of the time. Alright, again in the second phase. Things are still the same, of course. This time. People... Well, we have... I have relayed information together with other people who are better at explaining things than I am. Ah, shit. Megas, let me... It's fine. It is fine. Well, it's kind of not, but whatever. Oh, son of a bitch. Right, there we go, the Fang is gone. I think we should have it this time though, in all honesty. I'm pretty dang sure, yeah, that we got it. As long as they join the stack. Oh, praise the Lord. Okay, and now comes the other part that is quite difficult in this phase. Which I only just remembered, actually. This is the thing that you could, in theory, also skip if your DPS is high enough. So we will see if our DPS will be high enough or not. Because it will happen now. Yep, okay. So, tank should take the... Yeah, this... You should in any case take the towers. The healers will then get marked with tethers, which the tanks are supposed to take. Okay, then we have one dude with super jump somewhere, so try to avoid that. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to see if I can actually, you know, see wherever the hell I'm going. That was perfect! Ah! You love to see it. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. And then, next phase. Where he does Blood Rage. Watch for another dash with the eyes. Oof. Okay. So, in the beginning of this phase, you do not need to worry about cleaves, so you can just stay around this place when we deal with Akmorn. Which, once again, does damage every... Okay. And then after... Oh, yeah, right, I can just stay over here. In the beginning, the first part, you can just stay right over here. Just keep on staying over here. It has hot wings. Wait for the things to pop underneath your feet, then move north. Then wait for the first orbs to pop in the corners, and then go to your corner. Like, just to a corner. And you should be fine to avoid all of the AoEs. And then he's going to do Akmorn again. Okay. Well, you know what? There was an attempt made. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I once again forgot that I was recording. Anyway, go to the middle, wait for the first orb to blow up, then go to the corners. Try not to stack up too much. People always die at that point. It's just a fact, really. If you're a tank, try to reprise all those. Okay, Owen is provoked, so he has done his job. We'll now point him away because from this point onward, Midhog will cleave again. And now comes the slightly more confusing little combination of things. So before, it's like always the same one at the first one, but then after this it changed a little bit. The first one's in the middle, then the one's over there, and then the one's on the other side. So, kind of wait for like your puddles to appear underneath you, and then move to this corner, because this is the safe corner. Wait for the first set to blow up, and then walk over to the middle, watch out for the hot tail. As I fucking, whatever. Well, you see, there was an attempt made, but it seems like it's just Aoi and me now. Well, Aoi has invulnerability, so let's go and just take a look at how long it lasts. Okay. Not the. You know what? Actually, to be quite honest, this is usually how a Midhog ends. Especially when you're like not doing it like with a specific minimum item level group. Like people who really know the fight or anything, that it usually ends like this. Which is, in all honesty, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I will be right back for more story. Alright. I'm sorry. I was distracted. Because the literal moment that I opened my mouth, my cat decided to be like, hey, let me go use your beautiful little speakers, you know, as a scratch pole. Anyway, off camera, I went and grinded all of the mounts from all of the extremes, once again, with obtaining all of these from a certain expansion. It allows you to just give it a moment. I wanted to record this because I think it would look very satisfying. There we go. And then a quest popped up right next to me. So the mounts in Heavensward are all kinds of different birds with their own special effects. Let me go and leave town and show off their flying animations. Of course, since like in, you know, Realm Reborn there was no flying, so then horses made more sense, and then now it's because they unlocked flying, they decided to add birds. So this is the one you can get from Bismarck, which looks fine. All of them, of course, share a very similar design. The only difference is the effects on their wings and the colors. In all honesty, though, I feel like all of the birds look a lot better than the horses, in my opinion. I just have, I don't know, I just really enjoy seeing these like feathers in different beautiful little colors. It's slightly different effects. It's awesome. Right, then we have the Dark Lantern, which, yes, looks good. Good soup. Then one from Sophia, beautiful golden shine and golden feathers, and then the one from your boy Zervan. Ooh, nice. And that's like a cold effect around it because, you know, fire nice and all that jazz. Anyway, collecting all of them, just like in a Realm Reborn, allows you to get another mount. Now, yes, I'm just gonna go and get it now. However, I will do that after I am done eating. BRB. If I can press the pause button in any case. Okay. I have been refueled. And ready to go. The Twiddleshar? Never fear, for a mere 1,000 gil, I will personally give you a guide. I say, you look like an adventurer who knows her business. Might you perchance be familiar with the Divine Liners? You've tamed 7 of them. I knew you were no ordinary adventurer, but to think that you should be the very hero I sought. Please, you must allow me to be your guide. Were not, I wouldn't dream of charging you for my services, for they are already paid for by a well-spoken and well-dressed fellow. I'm gonna be right back again, because I swear. Okay. I'm back again. This is a horrible episode. Who is my mysterious employer, you ask? Well, if you are keen to meet him, it just so happens he is keen to meet you too. You'll find him at the Snail over by the Heart Place. Okay. Oh wait, I have a mountain here. I can use my mount in here. Oh, always a pleasure, my friend. After our encounter with the Cairn, I caught wind, a wind of a brave soul set to command a veritable flock of divine liners. 'Tis to find that individual that I have journeyed here. You are she? I find myself wholly unsurprised. Without further ado, while you are no stranger to liners, know you of the creature that rules over them all, the immortal Firebird? Appearing in Far Eastern legends, the Firebird immolated itself in death to rise again from its own ashes. A glimpse of the creature fills one with hope, it is said, while a brush of its feather bestows eternal happiness. Yet, for all its mesmerizing majesty, the Firebird is a lonely soul. Long has it soared the heavens in search of a companion, a hero whom this king among birds can count on as its equal. Who else could that hero be but you, master to the 7 divine liners? This is the Firebird whistle. It was passed to me during my journeys, and now I pass it to you. If she who sounds it is worthy, the Firebird will answer her call. And I have no doubt that it will answer yours. I ask that you take the whistle to a vantage point, and there sound it to the heavens. As I did when you summoned the Cairn. I will behold the moment the Firebird ascends. Such verses the sight would inspire within me. I knew I'd be count on you. Now, I've taken the liberty of scouting a likely location for using the whistle. The southeastern reach of the Divining Hinterlands upon a rise leading to Curthus. Between now and the moment of the meeting, I shall make myself scarce, keeping to the shadows with bated breath. I take my leave of you. Right, seems to be over there. Is there an easier way for me to, like, is it this one over here? Yeah. I guess the best way would be to go here. I'll meet you guys over there, because it's going to take me a little bit to get there. Alright. A mysterious whistle that, when sounded by a worthy soul, is said to call forth a fiery bird of Far Eastern legend. Bird up. Beautiful beyond all imagining, the mighty Firebird is come. They came. At long last, the creature has met its match, a worthy hero to whom it would lend its wings. The Divine Landers, the Firebird, and you, traversing hardship and eternity, 9 brilliant lives have come together to outshine the stars. 'Tis not short of a miracle. High above the heavens, a king in his domain, soaring over creation, the lonely mark reigns. Born upon the wind, a whistle's piercing sound calls him to descend to find a soul by destiny bound. Ah, the words well up as a gushing thought. I believe I have my next creation, and I owe it all to you. It shall be called Fiery Wings, Fiery Hearts. But I must say, to bond with not only the Kirin, but the Firebird besides, you truly are a marvel, my friend. I am loath to take my eyes off you, lest I miss a momentous moment. Ah, but I am not one to overstay my welcome. I shall leave you to resume your adventures. Doubtless there will be many more, with fiery wings bearing you, and I look forward to hearing of them. Till next we meet, Godspeed. Come on. Gimme, 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 gimme. So with that, we now have the Firebird, which is a big old mount, and also may be responsible for blinding you. Alright, and with that done, we can now finally move on with a little bit of MSQ. Finally. Right. Bum bum bum. Mrs. Adair, Mrs. Adair, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the mayor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emeric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Mrs. Adair to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunities for leisure. But with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? But I haven't the fucks what to wear. To be honest, I'd rather not. I should be glad to accept. And I know exactly what to wear. Indeed, who would not? You'll forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Kitschy. Right. Let me go and hide my weapon. And let's go and wear the dress that I wore to certain people's freaking marriage. Because why not? I have it, I may as well use it. I paid money for this goddamn dragon. I have so many. Oh my god, my legs are so itchy. Hello. This is such a weird episode. What is happening with me? Greetings and well met, Mrs. Adair. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as a head steward of House Borel, though admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Okay, a nice think. Yeah. So yeah.
think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Oh, the horn was the least of my problems. The true problems began afterwards.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
This game is so nice. I was actively looking forward to just continuing the MSQ. It's so good.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Though perhaps a bit like one join me in the next was also. Why not join me in the next year?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Okay, no, it just continues going. Okay.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Yes.
Is that...
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Heavensward, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Elfino is the warrior of light. Is she with you? Don't go. There is something I must say. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
What is this quest? Surely they won't let her. Ah, yes, I know. You must trust in Captain White Cape and his convergence. Did they not bring Estidian back from the brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? We will. That is in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we are gonna go and, well, keep following this new story thread. Also, what the hell is this? Before I end it off. We may do this one though. We may do that one, like, I'm gonna accept this quest and then probably do that one. Anyway, goodbye.